Hello everybody. In this presentation we will discuss the cycloalkanes and the reactions, preparation of cycloalkanes along with the Beer-Strain theory, then collusion-Moffitt model, and the last one is Sachs and Moore's theory of this cycloalkanes. So before this, what is meant by cycloalkanes are nothing but it is a saturated hydrocarbons in which the carbons are joined by a single covalent bond to form the ring. When all atoms forming the ring are carbon atoms are joined by single bonds only, we get alicyclic compounds like cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, etc. This unsubstituted cycloalkanes having a molecular or a general formula CnH2n. Nomenclature of this cycloalkanes. Unsubstituted cycloalkanes are named as a prefix cyclo first, and then the chain, like if 3 carbons are there, so it is cyclopropane. Then if 4 carbons are there, so it is cyclopentane. Likewise, if the substituents are substituted on the ring system, it is named and their positions are indicated by numbers, and the ring is numbered so that carbons bearing the substituents will have the lowest possible number. Like this is if these 3 carbons are there, so it is cyclopropane, this is cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane. These are all saturated ring systems. So it is alkanes. This is the prefix, cyclo is the prefix, and alkanes are substituted 3 propane, butane, pentane, and hexane, like cyclopropane, pentane, hexane, etc. Likewise, if it is a substituted, so it is methyl cyclopentane, so it is 1 methyl cyclopentane, it is 1,1-dimethyl cyclobutane. Like this, it is substituted cycloalkanes. Then next part is the preparation of cycloalkanes. The first preparation method is from dihalogen compounds, which is suitable method for preparation of this by using sodium or zinc gives the corresponding cycloalkanes. When this dibromopropane is react with sodium in presence of ethanol gives this propane cyclic ring system with sodium bromide as a byproduct. When dibromobutane is react with zinc metal in presence of ethanol gives cyclobutane by removing zinc bromide. This second method is from calcium or barium salts of dicarboxylic acid. When dicarboxylic acids are adipic acid, pimelic acid, subbaric acid, it is heated with to form cyclic ketone. This calcium salt of adipic acid to form cyclopentanone. Further, it reduces in presence of zinc and HCl gives cyclopentane as a cycloalkene. Then third method is from esters of dicarboxylic acid, like again adipic acid, then etc. Treated with sodium undergoes intermolecular acetoacetic ester condensation and beta ketoester is generated. This beta ketoester on hydrolysis gives the corresponding cyclic ketones, and then further cyclic ketones are reduced to corresponding cycloalkanes when this esters of dicarboxylic acid react with this sodium ethoxide to gives ketone. Further, these ketone are heated with cyclic ketone. Beta ketoesters on hydrolysis gives corresponding cyclic ketones. The cyclic ketones are reduced to form corresponding cycloalkane. Then next method is for preparation of cycloalkane is when aromatic compounds like benzene may be catalytically hydrogenated at elevated temperature and pressure to gives cyclohexane. This is a reduction reaction. Physical properties of cyclopropane and cyclobutenes are gases at ordinary temperature. The remaining cycloalkanes are liquid. Their melting points and boiling point show the gradual rise with the increase in molecular weight. They are all lighter than water. The series has the limiting density of less than 9. They are insoluble in water but are soluble in organic solvents such as ethers and alcohols. Reactions of this cycloalkanes. First one is addition reaction, when cyclopropane is react with chlorine and bromine at room temperature and in the absence of diffuse sunlight to produce 1,3-dichlorocyclopropane, 1,3-dichlorocyclopropane and 1,3-dibromocyclopropane respectively. When cyclopropane reacts with HBr and Hi2 gives 1 bromopropane and 1 iodopropane, hydrogen bromide, hydrogen iodide. Rings are opening out and in addition reaction. Reactions of again addition of hydrogen or catalytic reduction, when cyclopropanes are reduced to form chain system, that is cyclopropane, that is propane. Cyclopropane is converted into propane chain under presence of nickel catalyst to produce propane and N-butane respectively. There is a historical background on cyclohexanes, like in 1858 Kekule and Copper formed the tetravalence of this carbon generated. In 1874 Van Toff and Liebey formed tetrahedral carbon. Then 1885 this Bayers is the scientist, reported the theory related to cyclopropane or cycloalkanes onwards. In 1890 Sachet's strain need to not exist in largest rings has been suggested that, and in 1918 Moore's X-ray analysis of the diamond has been done. So first one is the stability of cyclohexanes, that Bayer strain theory. This Bayer suggested that this angle strain increases, the stability of the ring decreases, as the Bayer proposed. This all ring systems are planar. Deviation from the normal tetrahedral angle results into unstable cycloalkanes. This is reported by Bayer. The normal tetrahedral angle is 109.5 because the larger ring system involves the negative strain, hence do not exist. Means Bayer suggested that cyclopropane and cyclobutane shows the properties similar to those of alkenes. Cyclobutane undergoes addition and ring opening reaction at much lower rate than the cyclopropane and requires more vigorous conditions. In order to explain this, why these cycloalkanes behave differently, this Adolf van Beers in 1885 proposed the theory popularly known as this Bayer strain theory. Since these cycloalkanes contain sp3 hybrid carbons and then normal tetrahedral bond angle is 109.5 degree. In the formation of this ring, cycloalkane rings, the angle will have to be deformed. When the Bayers thought that the cyclopropane and butane ring systems are unstable due to presence of angle strain in their molecule. It is because of this angle strain these ring systems have tendency to open the ring so that angle strain is relieved. So angle strain is equal to tetrahedral angle minus internal angle. So when Bayer suggested that this cyclopropane and cyclobutanes are unstable because of it having an angle strain in their structure, so he suggested the formula the normal tetrahedral bond angle minus actual bond angle of the ring. Means in case of cyclopropane it is 60 degree and the normal angle is 109.5, so the deviation is 49.5 in case of cyclopropane, and in case of cyclobutane it is 19.5. The deviation is higher for cyclopropane and cyclobutane, therefore cyclopropane is more prone to undergo ring opening reaction. As a result of this, the strain is more in cyclopropane as compared to cyclobutane. It will make cyclopropane less stable than cyclobutane, so cyclopropane easily undergoes the ring opening reaction as compared to cyclobutane. But the limitations of this Bayer-Strain theory, he does not propose or shows the Bayer unable to explain the effect of angle strain in the larger ring system. Means as per the Bayer's, when the deviation is increases, the stability is decreases, but he does not explains on this. This explanation was found to be true for cyclopropane and cyclobutane, which is unstable, but the cyclopentane has minimum angle strain, hence found to be stable. But cyclohexane onwards, the angle strain goes on increasing, hence they should be more and more unstable as per the Bayer's. However, the experimental measurements of this heat of combustion indicate that these rings does not have angle strain as per the heat of combustion. The larger ring systems are not possible according to the Bayer's, as they have negative strain, but they exist as more stable because according to the heat of combustion theory. That means they are strain free. These larger ring systems are strain free. Thus the Bayer's theory failed for cyclohexane and higher cycloalkanes. I repeat again the limitation of this Bayer-Strain theory. First of all, Bayer-Strain theory is nothing but he proposed that the rings are opens, like a deviation is there from the normal tetrahedral angle in propane and butane. That's why the rings are open. But it is true for the cyclopropane and butane because having more deviation than the normal tetrahedral angle. By calculated from this formula, normal tetrahedral angle minus actual bond angle is the deviation is 49, so it is less stable and the rings are opens when it undergoes some reactions. But this Bayer's fails to explain, and from cyclopentane has minimum angle strain, it is hence found to be stable. But cyclohexane onwards, the angle strain goes on increasing, and hence they should be more and more unstable as per the Bayer's. But the experimental measurements of this heat of combustion, there is no any angle strain from cyclohexane onwards and higher cycloalkanes. That means they are strain free. Thus the theory fails to explain this concept of deviation in the angles, failed for cyclohexane and higher cycloalkanes. So this is the limitation of this Bayer-Strain theory. Larger the ring systems are not possible according to the Bayer, as they have negative strain but they exist as more stable. Larger ring systems are not planar but occurred to eliminate the angle strain. Next theory is collusion-Moffatt model theory. This both are consider, both means this Bayer's and the collusion-Moffatt consider that the cyclopropane ring forms sp3 hybrid CH2 groups. That's all sp2 hybrids are pointed 22 degree outward from the imaginary line. There are two angles, one is interorbital angle and internuclear angle. When internuclear angle is 60 degree in propane and interorbital angle is 105 degree, it is the bond is bent, like for example, it is note that it involves the end on overlap and pi bonding involves side log overlap. The sigma bonding is stronger than pi bond. The band bonding is, this is the band bonding, the overlap being neither end on or nor side log. This makes this overlap less efficient than the sigma overlap. And the cyclopropane carbon-carbon single bonds weaker than normal carbon-carbon single bonds. This described as an angle strain. These bonds are weaker than the normal carbon-carbon single bond due to the overlapping between sigma and pi bonds. This is the interorbital angle is 10.5 and internuclear angle is 60. So interorbital angle is in the normal 109.5, internuclear is also both are same, so could not lead to a ring closure, but the strain is there. So internuclear angle is 60. This due to this rings are opens out, and this is called as a bent bond, or it is called as a bent banana bond due to the overlapping of this. This will be explained by this scientist called as collision-Moffitt model. For this reason, the bonds are often referred to as a bend bond. This bending is considered for the angle strain. So this bonds are bends, 60-degree angle, and this is the interorbital angle is 105 point interorbital angle. This is next theory is Sachet-Mowers theory of stainless ring. Stainless ring means cyclohexane onwards. The Sachet in 1890 suggested that the carbon atoms of cyclohexanes and higher alkanes are not in the planar, but assume the strain-free puckered configuration. Puckered means twisted, and puckered, not puckered, it is wrinkled. A wrinkle, isn't it? Puckered means it is a wrinkle. It suggested that it is puckered configuration in which the carbon retains its normal valence angle, it is 109.5. The Sachet constructed two models of cyclohexane called as boat and chair conformation. It is a chair. How many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there. 1 and 4. 1 is above the plane, 4 is below the plane, and this remainings are in the same plane. This is a twist boat. In case of boat conformation, this 1 and 4 is above the plane or it is below the plane, and rest are in the same plane. So boat conformation is less stable than this chair conformation because of the flagpole interaction between these two 1 and 4 hydrogens. The twist boat is more stable than this boat because this 1 and 4 are twisted. Twisted means far away from each other, but the less stable than this chair conformation. So Sachet-Mowers theory, it is Mowers in 1931 suggested that there are one carbon, if it is existing in the two form, which are readily undergoes interconversion by rotation of single bonds involving negligible distortion of tetrahedral angles. Only 5 kilocalorie per mole energy is needed for their interconversion. Means one form is converted into another form. In case of cyclohexane, the two conformational isomers are in dynamic equilibrium and they have not been individually isolated. On the basis of this theoretical and experimental evidence, it has been found that the chair conformation is more stable than the boat conformation. As we discussed, this chair is more stable than the boat because of the flagpole interaction between this 1 and 4 hydrogens. The ratio of chair boat is conformation is about 1000:1. Cyclohexane shows that the 12 hydrogen in the chair conformation divided into two categories. Six hydrogens are axial and 6 are equatorial hydrogen atoms. Means total 12 hydrogens are present in the cyclohexane. It will be suggested by Mowers. When the chair conformation is converted into boat conformation, each equatorial bond becomes axial and vice versa. The cyclohexane does not have any angle strain because it isn't a flat molecule. By rotating about again carbon-carbon compounds achieve this normal tetrahedral bond angle like 109.5 bond angle. This is the chair conformation, twist boat, and the boat conformation. The chair conformation of cyclohexane is free of both angle strain and torsional strain. It is deviation from the staggered will be represented by this Newman projection. It is more stable than the boat conformation, like it is eclipse. Boat conformation is free of angle strain but has a great deal of torsional strain, that is eclipse. To relieve this strain, it is twisted slightly to form this twist boat, which is more stable than boat but less stable than the chair conformation. This is regarding cycloalkanes, reactions, preparation, and Bayer strain theory, then Morse and Sachs theory, and what is meant by bent angle. Thank you.